I got it off. We are making a country Irish stew. Okay, I've got my Dutch oven. We're going to use it. We're going to put in about a third of olive oil. Just going to throw it right in the pan. Okay, I have a 3-pound chuck roast, and I'm just going to pat it dry. And I've let it get, not to room temperature, but just some of the cold off of it. We don't want it to be so cold when we put it in our pan. We are going to generously season this pot roast. I'm going to put salt and pepper on both sides. And we're just going to kind of rub it in. We want flavor. Ooh. Okay, we're going to let that set until our olive oil gets good and hot. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and put our pot roast in. You hear that sizzle? Okay, we're going to let it cook on each side about 3 or 4 minutes. So while that is cooking on each side, we're going to go ahead and prep our veggies. Okay, we're going to need 2 onions. We kind of want them, I don't know what this is called, but we kind of want them that way. Kind of little moon shapes. That's a good name for it. I guess I've never thought about it before. Okay. That is done. Quick and easy. Now we have some celery. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 stalks of celery. And we're just going to cut them maybe into thirds. Now we have some carrots. We need about 6 carrots. And we're going to kind of cut them at an angle. And I've already cut up a few. One more. Okay, so now we have our carrots. Now we have potatoes. And these are, we're going to cut into 4s. These are kind of nice sized potatoes, 4. And we're just going to cut them into 4s. And I've washed all these vegetables. I washed the carrots, the potatoes, and the celery, and the onions. Okay, we're going to set these to the side. I have a bowl full of mushrooms, and we're going to pop them right in our pot also. Now that's taken about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to turn this over. We want a great sear. All right, so I'm going to let this side stay for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm just going to wipe down my work surface. Okay, we're going to turn it over on its sides, and we're going to cook them on the sides. This takes a little while, but it's going to be well worth it. And I always have a trick. If my olive oil looks like it's going to burn, just throw a little bit of butter in it. It works. See that good caramelization? We're going to get it all the way around. Now we're going to take out our roast, and we're just going to let it sit for a few minutes while we do our other veggies. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our onions. And we make sure we kind of scrape the bottom of our pan while we're doing those onions. So we're going to let these cook about 3-4 minutes. Not very long. Okay, now we're going to put in about 6 cloves of garlic. And mine were frozen, but that's okay. And by now, as this garlic is cooking, by now, your house is smelling, woo, so good. Now we're going to add in some very good flavor, some seasoning. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of thyme. And so now we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of rosemary. Now we're going to add in 1 little can of tomato paste. And this is a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. So you really need stout, and I guess it's called Guinness, to have a really dark country Irish stew. And I don't know if I have a bottle opener. I got it off. Now we're going to pour this beer in here. I don't know how I got it off. I didn't have that kind of bottle opener. Life is so fun. Do you ever laugh at yourself? Oh, I didn't even think about the bottle opener. Actually, might have one at my other house. Look how dark that beer is and how it made it it's a very rich beer, I guess, but okay, now it's calming down. We're going to add 4 cups of beef broth. Put it right in our pot. Now I need to put in 2 bay leaves. And I keep my bay leaves in the freezer. It just helps keep them fresh. I find that mine will turn brown or yellow before I even get to them. So I like these. Okay, now we are going to take our roast and we're going to put it back in our pot. Bring it up to a boil on our stove, and then we're going to put it into a 325-degree oven for 1.5 hours, and then we're going to take it out and we're going to finish it off and put it back in the oven for another couple hours. Okay guys, the alcohol cooks out of this stew. It does. It cooks right out of the stew. It's going to cook all day, and the alcohol will not be there. It evaporates. So, and it won't taste like alcohol. It'll just have a rich flavor. Okay, our stuff is simmering. We're going to get that into the oven. We're going to set us a clock for 1.5 hours. We're going to take out our stew and we're going to add our veggies. Woo! Wow. Look at that stew. We're going to add in all our carrots. We don't want to make a big splash. We don't want to burn ourselves. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add in our celery, our potatoes, and our mushrooms. I'm going to start trying to get our potatoes and stuff all in the, kind of stuff it down a little bit. There it goes. All right, here we go for another 1.5 to 2 hours of good old cooking in your Dutch oven. See you back in 2 hours. Look at that beef, it's just falling apart. It is so tender. Look at that. It just breaks right in half. One to dish up this beautiful country Irish stew. Comforting, oh my gosh. We want carrots. We want potatoes. We have a beautiful Irish stew. We have a beautiful side salad and some fresh cut up oranges. I'm saying this is going to be a delicious dinner today. And now we're going to try this beautiful Irish stew. Okay guys, this plate is hot. Look at that meat. Look how it just is fall apart tender. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You have to make this. Oh my gosh. That is one of the best dishes I've ever made.